we want this, the album that we've made to be heard by as many people as possible. We want it out there. We made it. We didn't make it for ourselves. We want people to hear it, and we think it's it's a good record that should be heard. And then we. Go on. No, go on.
So certainly we had any intentions to be an underground band from day one. That whole kind of ethos was something which didn't come into play. We wanted to be a band that were accessible to as many people as possible. We weren't bothered about being cool or about being any of those things. Didn't really apply.
That's what's really surprising when we were meeting record labels and things like that, kind of like 10 months ago, when they came up to us and asked us, what our ambitions were. We just said we wanted to, go out, tour the world, and have our music heard by as many people as possible. And they weren't surprised by it, but they're kind of taken aback that we kind of didn't mind that.
Yeah, it was what we wanted.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people say that there's an ethic that goes around that says that we do what we do, and if people like it, it's a bonus. And I find that really irritating. I mean, we want people to like us. From the second that I heard his recording, it seemed to be the sound and the approach to making music that I was looking for. He was using methods of making music and methods of putting sounds together which were considered to be far too quirky and out there and abstract and didn't make any sense, whilst at the same time just that unusual approach has just struck me as to be the thing, that sort of the missing link.
I think Ballard's influence stemmed from something before the band. When I first was at art school and I started reading stuff like the Atrocity Exhibition and Crash, and then it seemed to strike me immediately that he had this incredibly exciting way of elongating elements of truth, and that he would stretch something that was factual, something that was real, and he would then elongate it in this kind of strange, warped, traumatic way. And I think that was something which we were trying to do, and create this kind of fantasy land that borrowed from the real and stretched it into things which were quite dark.
You could go on talking about Bowie all day. Every aspect of Bowie is great. It was Bowie who was in control of everything. His music, his look, his style, his videos, which was so kind of so new looking at the time, I can imagine. He's just a massive influence on the album, especially. He's just, I think we stole as much from Bowie as we possibly could.